Hello and welcome to another episode of Kwesi's Corner with me, the so-called Kwesi. Today we are in the electronic drum showroom where we will be putting head-to-head the TD-11K, which I'm sitting at right now, and the mighty TD25KV. So head-to-head, more like not we're battling each other to see who's got the upper hand, but just head-to-head stats in order for you, the listener or watcher, to be able to make the right decision when buying an electronic kit. Because I know some of you have been asking questions: what kind of kit do I get, why do I get it, etc, etc. And hopefully this video will do something to help you out in that sort of sense. So without further ado, see you up next. So up first we have the Roland TD-11K. This is a great mid-range kit, and it has a number of features that would be both helpful to the pocket as well as the ear. Supernatural enhanced sound engine with behavior modeling provides an expressive and natural drumming experience. Diverse sound library covers a wide array of musical genres. Practice features include quick record, quick play, plus a unique coach function that helps build players of all levels and drumming skills effectively. Large LCD screen and icon-driven user interface for easy operation. Flexible positioning of drum components and equipped with a mesh snare V-pad, which is a PDX8. What you have on the actual toms themselves are rubber pads. You've got 3 PD8As, which are 8-inch rubber pads. Very responsive. Make obviously a bit more noise than the mesh pad, but very responsive. Obviously it drives the prices down somewhat, so which is why you have 2 levels. Okay, it comes with a KD9 as standard on the kick pad, and the cymbal pads consist of 1 CY5 on the hi-hat and 2 CY8, so they're not the top of the range, but they're pretty damn good quality. So you've got on here, you've got like 50 possible kits. 25 of those are pre-built preset kits. 25 of those are user kits that you can build. Very accessible, very easy to use. As mentioned earlier, it's icon driven, so you can see everything up here, even if you're not really well versed with all things technology. You can get around this kit pretty easily, to be honest. You've got songs on here, so you got some loops. Listen up. Standard. You've got let's see what else we got. We got tight rock. We got 12-bar funk. Let's play some of that. Okay, so you got all those to play with. You got rhythm coach, which features basically a metronome and different time exercises. So you've got like warm-ups, quiet count, time check. I'm not going to go too far into detail into this, but they're all metronome-based activities for you to play with. You've got then the metronome, in which you can change the tempo, you can change the volume of the metronome, And you can change the setup, as in beat note, so that's in 7, and also beat type. Like I said, just as with the TD25, you can change sounds on any aspect of the drum. You can make this crash a kick, you can make the kick a snare, you can make the snare a floor tom if you so wanted, and you can change the depth and the shell type of each snare, and you can even change the ambience of the room that you're in depending on which kit you're using. So all in all, a good set of features, and to be honest, a lot more than a lot of other brands of kit have at this price point. So yeah, definitely one to go for if you're looking at top quality features without particularly killing your budget. So we've got the TD25KV up in this, and you might recognize this from last week's video. We did a review on it, basic review, some really nice heads here and some really nice heads here, all mesh, and you have a really nice hi-hat and some really nice crashes and a really nice ride and a really nice module, TD25 module, that is very easy to access and very easy to update and augment your instruments. So all in all, you have a very, very nice kit. It's very easy to tune the kit. You can tune the instruments without going into sub-menus. You can tune the level of the instrument, each individual aspect of the kit. You can change the position of the kit in Flash without having to, like I said, go to sub-menus. Everything is there at the tips of your fingers. Very quick to access. It's got everything that you need to plug in and play, to computer, MIDI. It's got audio output, it's got phone output, and it's pretty much ready to go in terms of, you know, accessibility and for those of you who just want to practice with no, you know, kind of no obstacles. So we've got these two mid-range kits. So you've got the upper mid-range and you've got the lower mid-range, as it were. Unique selling points of these. With this, you've got everything that you need TD30 sound-wise without playing or paying TD30 prices. So you've got, you know, your two crashes, you got ride, or however you choose to configure it digitally, and basically everything you need sound-wise to get going. It sounds professional. It does what it needs to do. For those of you who like playing electronic kits or who have no other option, and you want something that feels closer to a real kit without actually getting a real kit, without killing off your neighbors and your family and your friends, then this is an option for you. If you can afford this particular price bracket of kit, then by all means go for it. It will fulfill a few needs, scratch a few itches, and tick a few boxes. So price wise, it's meaty, but very, very good value for money. It's packed with a whole load of features. Next up, you have the TD11KV, which is obviously the lower of the mid-range bracket. What sets this apart is the fact that it's affordable. You have to spend an arm and a leg for it in comparison with other brands, and quality-wise, it is quite a cut above. Both in the when it comes to the cymbals themselves, they're all chokeable. They're very sensitive, even though they're not the highest end. The rubber pads are extremely sensitive, so it feels somewhat like a real kit. And for those of you who don't want to break the bank but need something decent, very decent, in order to get your kid to play and encourage them to play, and you know, play it on social hours with the headphones on, then you're in a good place. Obviously, just like the TD25, you can plug your own tracks into this. You can plug your own music into this and play with whatever you want at your heart's content. It does have a MIDI output. It's not as accessible MIDI wise as the other one, but you know, it works just fine. Alright, as with both kits, you can plug in with an audio wire your own music. You can plug it into your laptop, plug it into your external device, play whatever music you want through the system, and then obviously through the headphones into your ears or through the speaker as we have here. So you can play to your favourite tracks, you can play to drumless tracks. Drumless tracks are everywhere on the internet and online. So, you know, you've got options there to really be able to practice, maybe make tracks. If you're in if you want to set up a mini studio format without having to use a kit, this is also user friendly, both kits. And really, you're in a position where, you know, you can't really go wrong. I mean, you know, electronic kits in this day and age, some people use them just exclusively for practice, just to warm up or whatever, you know. There's a range of uses, so it's worth coming in and seeing for yourself what it's saying to you and how you can use it. And thanks for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this video. Has it enlightened you somewhat as to what we have on offer in terms of the electronic kits that we have here, both the TD11 and TD25. Were my shenanigans enough to show you that the electronic kit was definitely a useful tool, or will be a useful tool, when you're in the dead of night and you need to let off some steam? We'll see. Please let us know in the comments below. Like, subscribe if you want to see more ridiculousness, and draw Helvita. Bye!